Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Like the description said, what in the world do you call this thing? We're putting it on a truck. Customer got it for us. It's a herd bumper. We're doing just a regular like chrome kit, drop visors, center panels, some clear lenses, some of that stuff. And then this big monstrosity of a bumper. But like, what do you call them, Peter? I mean, it's a herd bumper, but they have a lot of good nicknames.
I've heard bull bar. I've heard cattle pusher.
Yeah.
I've heard moose bumper.
Moose masher.
Moose masher. I've heard that one. Yeah.
Deer smasher.
Deer smasher.
There's
there's got to be a lot more.
There's more. What are they? Put them in the comments. What are all the good like nicknames for this?
For
these big bumpers. I mean, it's like a smash all.
Yeah.
Smash all 3000.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you Canadians up there, you wacky Canadians, you guys have these on every truck that's on the road. So I know you guys up there have got a name for them, eh?
Have you ever seen a moose?
No.
Well, you'd want one on a truck if you saw a moose cross.
Probably so.
They're
Aren't
huge.
moose like this damn big?
Yeah, they're like that big.
So yeah, I'd want something to protect the front of my truck.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna polish this. I say we. I'm not. There's no we. This guy's gonna do it. But he's gonna polish this thing up, get it ready, and then we're gonna slap her on the truck. But I guess we'll flip the camera around. Will you tell me what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This thing isn't like, it's not super bad, but it's got some stuff in there from the road, right? I mean,
it's got some road rash.
So it just needs a little bit.
Little bit. I'm gonna speed sand it.
Okay.
Which I'm not hugely proficient at, but I think on this surface will be good.
Yeah.
So, but it's not bad. So I'm only gonna use 600 grit and 800 grit.
Okay.
So.
Because I mean, this thing doesn't. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. I mean, it's just little.
We're just trying to knock off, these little edges.
That way, when you go over it with the
buffer, it all looks nice and pretty. So, we're just trying to make it shine enough for the guy to throw it on his truck. And hey, look, you have a nice polished bumper on your truck. Yep. Sweet, man, that'll be good. So, yeah, we're gonna speed sand it with 600, 800, cut it, and I'm gonna heavy cut this, the bottom.
Yep.
But the top,
the top's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, the top I'm gonna slow down to like 3,000 RPM to cut and color the top.
Just
bottom,
make it clean. Just kind of it'll get all the little watermarks and stuff out of it. Just make it look nice.
Swirls out. So the top will be easy. The bottom is gonna be a nightmare, but we'll get through it.
All right. Well, I'll let you get after it, and I'll get me a chair and just hang out and watch it.
Nice, a chair to hang out and watch. Would you like a Mai Tai?
I mean, do you got stuff in the truck? You can make me one.
Well, I can run down to the store real quick.
All right, Peter got this thing done, and there's a significant difference. The thing looks really good.
Oh, a significant difference. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, here's the thing. I'm really glad you're here because now you can help us put it on.
I got a thing that way. I got to go look at Michael's truck. Y'all have fun.
I was actually kind of waiting on you to be like, well, I didn't see you help me work on this thing. That's what I was waiting. That's what I was waiting for out of that one.
You're sitting there in your office with your Mai Tai and your cocktail drink.
Yeah, right. But dude, it looks awesome. We're now that we got this done, we'll stick the lights in this dude and get it on the truck. So that way the customer can pick it up. But man, from what it was before to now, huge difference. Thanks for knocking it out.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Always a pleasure.
Alright guys, here we go. This is the 2022 Peterbilt 389 extended hood. Wow, man, the sun's bright today. Just kind of got blinded by that visor. It's really bright and blue today. Anyway, this thing is Cummins powered, 18 speed. This is actually one of our stock specs. What we consider, we call this an AR spec. We have two of them. We have an SR and an AR. The AR is the air ride front axle spec. So this is one of our stock air ride front axle trucks. It has all kinds of goodies on it. It has the front and rear breather bars, light panels. We put the Hogebuilt full fenders on there. We'll just do a quick close-up of that before we get to the part that I know all you guys are asking about, or gonna be asking about. We have the chrome center panel there, Trux brand. We have, what else did we do? I mentioned those front and rear breather bars. That is, got that. All right, and then we got the drop visor up top. We changed the lenses out to clears. I'm actually pretty sure we installed those lights. I think on our air ride front axle, no, you know what? We order the air ride front axle package with lights. We just order it with 5 without horns. So, but anyway, yeah, we changed the lights over to clear. We got the visor on there. And then we have this big thing right here. This is what's considered a herd bumper. Now, if you've never seen one of these and you're wondering what in the world it is, they run these a lot up north where the animals are considerably larger, and if something runs out in the middle of the road, like say a moose or an elk, and you accidentally clip one of those things, it could destroy your truck. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of those where a truck accidentally gets into a moose or gets into an elk. These trucks can only take so much. Those animals are very, very large, and this thing can save not only your truck's life but your life as well. These big things, again, it's called a herd bumper. This bumper was actually one that we had sitting on the shelf, and it was, a customer come in that ran locally. It was a truck that we got traded in from up north. Customer come in locally and he said, hey, I'd rather have the 18-inch Texas square bumper off. So we took this one off, and then we put him a 18-inch Texas square back on the front of it. And then we had this thing kind of sitting around. Well, we told the customer, hey, instead of ordering one of these absolutely brand new, it is aluminum. We think Peter can work some magic on this thing. And by gosh, he absolutely did. This thing looks probably gooder, better maybe than what it was when it was new. This thing looks immaculate. Peter did a fantastic job here, so kudos to him. Saved the customer a little bit of coin, so that's always good. And honestly, the truck looks freaking amazing. The guys did a great job on the installation. Looks nice, looks clean, looks protected. Now, if he encounters any kind of large animals or anything like that up north, then it's gonna be okay.
All right, it's time to take a ride in this thing. So real quick, this is a 280 wheelbase, by the way. I don't know if we covered that yet. Hey, let me in. You're gonna lock me out.
Yeah, I was wondering if you actually wanted to go for a ride. I was like, what's he waiting on?
The seat is like all in the feet are dangling.
Well, you're not the tallest guy in the world.
I mean, but I don't need to be. Oh, that's better.
You know what we should do, Brian? We should put our seatbelts on. Safety first, man.
Okay.
That's been my motto.
Uh-huh. All right, so inside this guy, stand ups to your ultra cab. You get the storage up here, full gauge package, 18-speed transmission. Did you tell us an 18-speed?
I did say 18 speed on my walk around. It's an 18-speed transmission. It's one of the best transmissions there is, especially if you need all 18 gears. If you need that transmission, you really need it. But then when you don't need it, I don't understand why it's in every single truck in the world.
So platinum interior package. It's got the fridge, storage compartments on both sides. 78-inch sleeper, so a little bit more room than your 72. Drop visor. Good on my side. What do you think, Tommy, about the herd bumper?
The herd bumper, I think it looks goofy all up until the point where you really need it. and then if you need it, that's the best looking part on this whole truck.
I don't hate the way it looks. Like once it's on there, it's a little better.
You know, I've seen them in several different ways too, because you know they make them. There's guys who will powder coat them, and there's guys who will just paint them to match the truck and so on and so forth. I will say, as far as the way this one looks, all polished out, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I mean the truck's got all the extra chrome on it and everything else. It kind of goes with it.
Right. Yeah. So it's it's kind of all chrome on the front side of the truck to start with. So it really flows in well, and from a long distance out, you probably wouldn't know it was there. Maybe.
Oh no, you'll know it there. It's huge.
Maybe from a mile away you wouldn't know.
Right. Hey, did you talk about the little pull cord up there?
The pull cord.
Yeah, pull the cord.
Does that pull cord work?
That pull cord works.
Oh, okay. We should probably wait till there's no car driving by.
I don't know. Isn't that the most fun about it?
Yeah,
that's what you get it for.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, why in the world are they honking the horn at me?
We could do it when we go over the bridge, and then everybody be like,
yeah,
I think there's a tugboat in the lake. But yeah, we did. We put air horns on this guy, so it's got the 3 chime.
Yeah, let's try this out.
Works pretty good.
That sounded pretty good. That's a loud train horn right there.
So that's the Trux 3 chime horn we put on there. It works good. Works real good.
You said 3 chimed. I thought maybe you meant like sequenced. I was thinking it was going to do a Dukes of Hazzard.
Would be like one of the. Speaking of horn stuff, so I was watching some videos the other day, and overseas, some guys really get into like the horns that play the tunes and stuff. Yep. And there's videos floating around. If someone ever wants to look up something funny, there's a guy overseas with one of the cab over deals, and his horn plays Baby Shark.
Oh, I saw that one.
It was like, oh, okay.
That's a little goofy for me.
It's kind of funny though. Like
it is funny,
kids
though.
Probably love it, right?
Kids love it.
And then if you have kids and you know that song, then it gets stuck in your head and you hate it.
Actually, if you have kids and you know that song, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Because the kids are not going to let you forget it.
Ever.
I've got kids, and whenever Baby Shark was making its round through my house, it was only like, it wasn't too bad. It was only like 6,000 times a day for like, I don't know, maybe a year solid. So.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Nope, not for me. But anyway, I mean the truck's doing well. Some other specs to go over on this truck too. We were kind of discussing. So it is an air ride front end, but this is like what our factory spec for on the lot of the dealership. Which the difference between it and like the specs that we do for like the semi-casual builds is this front axle is a 3.5-inch drop axle on air. Still has dual leveling valves, whereas like all the ones we do on our channel, like on the semi-casual builds, our spec trucks are a 5.5-inch, what everybody kind of calls the car hauler axle.
Yeah, like a car hauler spec.
Yep. It's 40K readers, probably 337 gears, I'm guessing.
Yeah, typically we'll have 337 gears in our factory spec trucks, especially with an 18-speed. 22 or 24.5 low profile tires. We did 285 wheelbase on our stock trucks. So
I thought it was 280. 280 or 285. It's 280 or 285.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna make a bet on it.
No bets.
No wheelbase bets with you.
Oh man, if y'all know about wheelbase bets, well, there's another video you'll see about that. But no, I mean overall, super nice truck, rides down the road great. Rubber floor in here. Keyless entry. Got the remote. Do you guys, if you have a remote in your truck, do y'all use this remote? I feel like the remote, I mean, you can reach it just fine. What in the world do you need the remote for? I guess unless you're in the sleeper and wanted to.
That actually, I was about to say that. So if you're, the remote really comes in handy when you're laying down in the bunk and you decide you want some tunes, right?
Yep, no.
The remote will typically stay in the sleeper. I know a lot of guys that do that. They'll use that.
I didn't even think about it that way. You're right.
That guy had a hard bumper. Did you see that?
No, I missed it.
You typically don't see those around our part of the country. Just
no, you don't. I mean, you have deer and stuff, but not that bad. Now you go out west. You know, I mean, you think about this stuff. I mean, a moose, like they're like probably like 1,500 pounds or something. They're big.
No, thing will mess up a hood. And you know, I hit on that a little bit on my walk around, but I didn't really tell you the extent of like how a herd bumper can really keep you from racking up some serious money. Like one of these hoods, you know, a fully dressed hood, if you had to buy every panel of it from the dealership, there's several $1,000s. They're $5,000 or $6,000.
Yeah, and then you install it and paint it and do everything else too. Yeah. I mean, it's a costly endeavor. You go smash something pretty big with a hood on these trucks.
Yeah, so it can get pretty costly. So that herd bumper is, you know, if you're running up north or out west, that can really be a huge money saver.
Yep.
Not to mention, if you hit any object that's 1,500 pounds, it can do substantial enough damage that, you know, can cause some mechanical issues that end up causing a much farther severe crash than what it had to be, right?
Oh yeah, I had a friend actually. He hit a horse. And it was, I think, when everything was said and done, if I remember back then, I mean, it was like upwards of like 25, 30 grand worth of damage to the front end of the truck. I mean, you never would expect to see a horse in the road, but apparently there was a horse in the road. And I mean, and out west again, there's wild horses running around. So, I mean, anything's possible. And you go run 150,000 miles a year, I mean, you're bound to run into something like that at some point, especially if you're running out there. Turn this thing around and go back to the shop.
Yep.
Nice. All right, real quick. At the beginning of the video, obviously, we started talking, me and Peter, about what you call this herd bumper. Like, what are some good nicknames? Do you have a nickname that sticks out in particular, or do you even call it anything? Or like,
you know, I don't hear it a whole lot, so I don't get a lot of the CB lingo down in this part of the country. But I've heard elk racer, and then bovine, the bovine bumper.
the bovine bumper?
Bovine bumper.
Okay. Typically, you just call them a herd bumper?
Yeah, typically just always kind of called it a herd bumper. I don't hear a lot of the fun nicknames. I'm sure I've heard more fun ones at like truck shows and stuff.
Just don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not one of those things that sticks with you, I guess. Ooh, that'd be a fun one for the comments, though.
Well, at the beginning, we told everybody, tell us we want to know all the different, the nicknames. Like, that's kind of the point of the whole video, really. Like, we want to show everybody this truck, but like, I really want to read more new nicknames for these things.
That's a fun one for the comments. I can't wait to read some of those. Like, yeah, I hope you guys have good names for the herd bumper. That's going to be a good one.
Use it.
You know, now that we're in here, I want to disagree. I think the horizontal exhaust is slightly quieter. Or the what is it? Yeah, horizontal. It is a little quieter than the verticals.
I think horizontal's louder. The horizontal is the grass burner is louder than the vertical deal.
Not on Jake's. I feel like I heard it a little better there. I mean, it's definitely close. It's close enough to argue about, and points can be made on both sides.
You want to bet some money on this? I'll go find one of them little sound meters.
Oh, are we going to get, what do they call it, a decibel point?
Yeah, a decibel meter. A decibel meter.
Decibel meter.
I feel like that's a little extreme. I'm not doing that.
That is a bit much. This one's louder, so I'm right and you're wrong.
It's not louder.
This one's definitely louder. 165 horsepower and 1850 torque. It makes a difference.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. What are they called? What do you call that big thing back there? We gave you a few, but I know there's like probably 100 more.
There's got to be some good ones out there, like some real good ones. And even if you've not heard of one that's official,
make it up.
Make one up. It's gonna be it's gonna be good. We're gonna get some really fun names for this, and who knows? If we find the right one and we'll start telling all our friends that that's what we call it, then we might
start a whole new thing.
It might catch on.
Yeah. But the truck, man, it turned out it's a cool truck, and the guy's on his way to come pick this thing up, I think, like right now.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some additional work to do to it. But anyway, you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe. You got to follow us on Instagram.
At SemiCasual Show.
You also got to check out our website because we have some really cool merchandise.
www.semicasualshow.com.
Yep, and then there's a merchandise tab you can click on. We got some really cool shirts, semi-casual shirts, semi-casual hats. There's some Peterbilt merchandise on there. There's pretty good variety of stuff. We got 18, 19 items so far. Adding to it. We're trying to add to it all the time. So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, guys, check that out. Do the rest of it too.
Later.